Disclaimer: this video is no way affiliated or endorsed by TFCon and was made for entertainment purposes only.
This October 20th through the 22nd, TFCon Orlando at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld with special guests Bob Budiansky, Victor Caroli, Dan Gilvison, Gary Chalk, Richard Newman, Alex Milne, David Sobloff, and Casey Kohler. Meet mediocre YouTubers Bert the Stormtrooper, Deluxe Baldwin, DIECAST NORBZ, Engineer Hoist, Fire Talks, Ghost Prime, Kato's Collection, Patriot Prime, Rodimus Primal, and Treebot. If you see them, make sure and say hi. You'll most likely find them at the bar. That's TFCon Orlando in October. Be there!
DIECAST NORBZ is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say some what? Viewer and parental discretion is advised. Hello to all of you, my fantastic Transformers hooligans and scallywags, and welcome to another adventure of DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan. And today I'm actually going to be going super old school for the Transformers 40th anniversary. And to be honest, he actually has the shorter smokestacks right over here. I'm actually going to upgrade him today because ages 4 and up actually decide, oh wait, is it ages 3 and up? Ages 3 and up decided to send me a pair of smokestacks that I can actually upgrade this Optimus Prime with and everything. And I am super happy about that right now. So I am actually going to be doing these things today. But someone actually said, you know, you aren't a real Transformers, you aren't really a Transformers fan unless you actually have an OG Optimus Prime. I had one like a long time ago when I was a kid, but today is actually the day that I actually open up this guy and everything after years and years of having him in package and everything. So I'm going to be checking this out, but let me know what you guys actually thought about Hasbro's PulseCon. Hasbro's PulseCon actually just went through just a couple of days ago, and now we're actually in Legacy United. This is going to be the third installment of Legacy, and I'm actually all in for it. I really hope we actually get a number 4 for Legacy because they've actually been doing such a bang-up job in there, bringing every single part of their franchise together in one umbrella, and it's actually been so far so good. Right now we're actually looking at a Legacy Evolution Galvatron in core class. I was not expecting that whatsoever, and he looks amazing, proving that villainy can actually come in small packages. He is actually pretty cool. I was planning on downplaying him, I think, but like as soon as I actually heard of him, but like as soon as I saw how well constructed that toy actually looks, I might be picking that up myself and everything. He really looks pretty cool. I have to admit that Hasbro actually like won me over with that core class, but then I actually followed that up with Tasmanian Kid. Tasmanian Kid, who was actually a part of the Beast Wars universe, and I never thought that we'd actually see another Tasmanian Kid. Of course, you know Tasmanian Kid is actually Snarl here in America, but for me, he's always going to be Tasmanian Kid. He looks amazing, coming with the tail weapon, coming with that small stature that I'd expect from Tasmanian Kid. He's coming with better Tasmanian Devil architecture and everything like that. He looks like he actually has one of the best articulations, and he looks like he actually just came out of that Beast Wars universe when we first actually started hearing of Beast Wars. He was actually one of my first toys that I actually got from that era when I kind of like completely almost gave up on Transformers having anything good anymore and anything like that. That guy actually surprised me a lot and got me back into collecting Transformers when I was actually like a lot younger. And now we're actually having so many great things come out in this universe and everything. It's actually really cool. I really love how they actually nailed that guy. We were then introduced to the Infernac universe, where we actually got Boulder Crash and Magnus. And Magnus is actually a pure volcanic rock character. He changes into a volcanic rock Jeep. I don't know if they've actually won me over yet or anything like that, but I kind of like thought that they would actually be just like Rock Lord kind of characters. A lot of you fans out there have actually told me that Rock Lords were probably one of your favorite shits and everything like that back in the day. And I saw a Rock Lord in the store. I was actually kind of like only this much away from picking him up and everything like that, but I kind of like veered away and everything because like I didn't know exactly how good Rock Lords would have actually been. But all of you who've actually had Rock Lords actually keep on telling me that those guys are gangster. Well, now they're actually like going into Flintstones territory, bringing out rock-like vehicles and everything that are actually great. They're going to be weaponizers, so that's one cool thing that I think is actually very cool for this Transformers universe. Blending rocks and metal together as a fusion, that's actually something we've never seen in Transformers here and everything. And combining GoBots and Transformers is actually something I'm actually kind of all in for. So I can't wait to see how that actually works out. Legacy animated Bumblebee and Primus actually coming without his faceplate. And he looks pretty good, I have to admit. Bumblebee, however, is the guy that really interests me more than anything else because he was actually made by a car designer. And I love everything. You know me. If any of you actually has known me by now, up till now, you'll know that I'm a big fan of sports mini compacts, and Bumblebee has the it factor right there for me. I can't wait to see exactly what he's going to be like in hand. So far, I've seen the transformation, I've seen everything that he actually does, and I am in for it. Only thing I was questioning were the gimpy arms and the space between like where the bicep actually ends in the shoulder. So I am in reserve for falling in love with Bumblebee too much, but so far I think he's going to be excellent, and I can't wait to have that guy in hand. Already the vehicle mode actually won me over. If you release that with another head sculpt, I really hope that we see a Wasp, but I won't be too disappointed if you make as many of those characters as possible, because I will actually be putting one of those in my car to tote around with me everywhere I go, because if you make one in ice blue, I am in for it, Hasbro and Takara. I am in. If you actually make one in ice green, I am in for it, because that kind of like matches more the color of my car. Please make one of those happen. I cannot wait to see what Bumblebee is actually going to be like. I am in store for it. Also, right now we actually have a Rescue Bot Chase. What? I didn't even think that we would get any Rescue Bots altogether. There was rumored that Rescue Bots were going to be a thing. He looks like he is going to be carrying the Boys in Blue motif, and he looks phenomenal. I became a big fan of him right away as soon as I saw what he was doing, and he just looks great. He looks like a classic police cruiser, sporting the white and blue and like everything that would make this guy look amazing. He's superb. Chef's kiss on that one. And we're getting a Windblade again. Now, I saw Windblade and I thought that she looked like her facial structure actually looked a lot like what we actually saw at Machinima. And I love the inspiration there. I'm not exactly sure about how I feel about her body yet or anything like that, but I really cannot wait to have her in hand. She's kind of like lackluster on my end, but I love Windblade though. Like, if you know me, I'm a big fan of the fan-made Hasbro project. I really hope we get another fan-made Hasbro project pretty soon, but Windblade cannot lose to me whatsoever. Big fan. I really hope that we actually get more. We are also seeing Thundertron as a character. We actually have Thundertron and Tigerhawk coming out. And why? I was waiting for Tigerhawk, but why did I, as soon as I saw Dirty Pirate Thundertron actually come out with his amazing beard and everything, looking like a Zoids figure, why was I all in? That guy looks great. He would probably be my top pick in this whole entire lineup right now and everything, and I really need to actually have that guy in hand. I was surprised to see Windblade sold out on Hasbro Pulse. I think Thundertron actually sold out there as well, but there are other avenues for getting those two figures. Also, what actually dropped as far as what we can actually see right now is 86 Junkion Scrap Heap, who looks like he's actually brilliant. I was actually waiting for more Motorcycle Junkions to come in, and here we are. Please let us get more Motorcycle Junkions, because like, as much as I think the car Junkions, the deluxe car Junkions were actually cool, I really love me some Motorcycle Junkions. Please let that actually happen, Hasbro. I can't have less than more Motorcycle Junkions. Like, those guys are fantastic. Anyway, I really hope that this rundown was actually okay for you before we actually hop into the main event over here. So let me take you over to the stage so we can check this guy out. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me once again. Let's get into this guy. And we are back, and I am super proud to introduce him to you. You know what? As far as being the inspiration for all of these Optimi, I think that's the plural of Optimus, right? Optimi? As far as being the inspiration, the trendsetter, the one who started it all, it's always about G-1 Optimus Prime, and here he is. And we are going to take a look at all of this goodness right over here. He's the one who actually kind of like gave us inspiration where there was none. Father figure to all. Optimus Prime is actually an amazing semi-super truck. This guy does come with some die-cast metal and everything. He is from the Generation 1 line. And I know that there's actually going to be a Generation 1 Optimus Prime that actually has all the articulation. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get him just yet or anything like that, you know? I actually waited until now to kind of figure out whether or not I'm actually going to get him. Look at this great, amazing, gorgeous semi-truck here and everything. I cannot wait to get him out of package. Finally, I've actually had this guy for years. So, I'm actually going to take out my trusty katana here, and I'm actually going to open him up. All of you collectors out there, say it with me. We are going to take a look at every single thing that's actually going on into this guy. To all of you mint in box collectors, I get it. I really wanted to keep this guy in box for as long as I possibly could, but I also keep on preaching to always take your figures out of their cardboard prison. So here we go. We actually have Roller right over here in silver, and then his wheels are actually in the back right over here. We have his blaster. We have Optimus Prime himself and his trailer over here. And you don't get better than this kind of packaging that actually had the plastic cellophane right over it and everything. So we actually opened this thing up after going in through some tape. So let me do that really fast. And when I am talking about minty fresh, this guy is actually going to be minty fresh, coming right out of the package altogether. I just have to take this thing out over here and everything like that so you guys can actually see the glory that is Optimus Prime here. But so far, we have him over here. And again, let's look at his wheels over here. Look at how they gleam with justice. You know, I don't know if the camera is actually picking up all the gleaming that I'm actually doing over here and everything. Just really awesome stuff, and it is really awesome having an old school Optimus Prime here. I didn't even remember exactly how cool this guy actually was just getting them out of the package and everything like that was not an ordeal or anything like that, but it was actually kind of like a throwback to how good old school packaging can actually be. I didn't realize that I thought that this whole entire instruction booklet and the stickers were actually missing, but then I go to the back, and it's always good to check all of your packages and everything like that when you actually get things out of the package. But once I actually had this out of package, oh man, it just brought back so many of the old school memories and everything. We actually have Transformers written over here in Japanese and everything like that, and I think that's actually Convoy here. But you actually have like everything over here that's actually going on into the trailer here and everything like that. And we're going to be putting on some stickers a little bit later on in private and everything like this. I'm not exactly sure if you guys are actually going to be really into watching me put on all the stickers for pop-up here and everything like that. But we actually have die-cast metal over here and everything. They don't make it like that anymore. And we have a lot in the way of plastic figures here and everything like that. But my name is DIECAST NORBZ after all, you know, and I'm supposed to be able to at least bring you a couple of characters that has die-cast metal. And this guy is great. He actually has die-cast metal right over here on the canopy itself and everything. And I think that's pretty much it as far as this is actually concerned. I mean, again, he is a great throwback to such a great older model and everything. I really love this myself. So I'm going to doctor this guy up for a little bit, but let me give you an old school transformation here. And this is actually before we get into the actual like putting on of stickers and everything like that, which I'm going to be doing for like a little while, but here we go. So we do this, we actually bring out his feet, his arms come out over here, and then we actually stick on his hands right over here. Now I know that new Optimus Prime is actually going to be coming with like hands that are actually installed inside of the cab itself and everything, so that's actually going to be cool as hell just to see it, everything like that. But let's get over here and we'll say, I'll form the head, and there we are, old school Optimus Prime over here. Oh, that is just a thing of glory right over here. And let us just give him his primary blaster here for just a moment, just to see exactly how this guy actually shapes up over here, even before stickers, and he looks incredible. I love this so much already and everything. And don't let me start geeking out, because like here we go, right next to the new successor of like the quintessential Optimus Prime here and everything like that. So this is Earthrise Optimus here, and with G-1 Optimus, and that just looks so great. Let me get this guy stickered up a little bit more and everything like that, so you can actually see the full factor of what this guy actually looks like. And maybe I might change some smokestacks right over here, and that's actually really just going to be as easily done as just opening up these panels right over here and installing them right here. And I actually have the ages 3 and up stuff right over here and everything, because back in the days they thought that kids were actually going to poke their eyes out and everything with the longer smokestacks. Maybe, but I don't know, like this guy is actually so cool. I'm actually still geeking out over the fact that I'm actually opening this guy up. So let me finish this guy off, and then I'm going to show him to you a little bit more in value. And after finishing off all the old school foil stickers over here, and I can't believe that they actually stood up to now and everything, because like these stickers are like over, I want to say like 20 years old or something, because I have never gotten a chance to put these on just yet or anything like that. But here we go, Old School Optimus Prime, and he is feeling pretty good. I got a chance to change out the old smaller smokestacks that were actually from that were the original smokestacks that this guy actually came with, and I replaced them with the ages 3 and up smokestacks, and it was pretty much worth it and everything. I will say one thing. When installing these, there are springs that are actually on the inside of the arm and everything, and I didn't realize that these springs were actually there. I kind of like counted it as like the new school way that we actually do things when it actually comes down to this and everything. It's just like maybe a couple of clips and like maybe a holster over here and everything like that. You actually have like just like a couple of things here and there that actually make this arm complete. There are a lot of parts, but it wasn't as cryptic as say what they actually did back in the old school and everything. Up here there's a spring. Up inside there are ratchet joints. Inside this, there's a spring clip that's actually that's going on in here, and I was kind of really completely floored. Once we get Optimus transformed, we actually see that he actually has die-cast feet over here. That's very cool. We'll come over here and we will open this up. And right here we see the part of elegance over here. That is the Autobot symbol that's right there. And another one over here, we have his arm decals right over here. There's a sticker that's actually over here that looks like it's actually kind of like coming off. So thank goodness we have toy hacks to actually come back in and fix everything. But as we did before, right in the seats, there are the hands right over here. So we used to install them right onto the middle of the chest, and we can install these right over here. And there goes the head, and there goes Old School Optimus Prime, and he is really, really nice. Let's see here. I don't really think, there's no articulation on the head or anything like that, so that's actually kind of like a sad thing right there. We do, however, have a 360 right over here on the shoulders and everything. That's really nice, and if you listen, you can actually hear those ratchets going on the inside. They're not really the strongest ratchets in the world or anything like that. It's a ratchet, a spring, and a washer that's actually on the inside that holds everything together. And I had quite a bit of trouble just locating that washer, like locating the spring, because as soon as I opened up one of the arms, I wasn't expecting it to, but bam, there it was, and it just like sprung out at me and everything, and I had the hardest time looking around for it. There goes our new smokestacks right over there. Over here, because of transformation, I think, we actually have two right over here that's actually located right on the inside, and they do actually have ratchets. And we also, surprisingly, have a knee joint right over here, so that's actually really cool. We have bicep rotation right over here, so that's actually kind of nice, and I'm actually really surprised to, again, see that in an earlier toy. Because of the fact that the fists actually pop on and pop off, we actually do have wrist rotation right here, and we have toe flexion. So that's what you get out of old school toys and everything. But look at this, rubber wheels, it's really good to actually see rubber wheels right over here. And just let's take a good look at that gleam off of these parts and off of the chrome parts and everything. Just really, really nice. I love this so much. It's actually so cool just to see that all together. You have got to love everything that's actually going into this Optimus Prime. How he gleams is actually very amazing to me, especially because he's got all this chrome over here. This chrome is actually amazing. It hasn't really been done a whole lot in like our newer figures and everything like that, but it just gives off this certain element of of awesomeness, I'm not gonna lie, he's actually really, really super hollow on the inside and everything like that, but back then that's what we actually had, and we really loved the hell out of this guy and everything. He does have windows actually kind of posted right on the inside. And again, whenever we actually see this on a newer figure, where you actually have like an outer molding and with a window encased inside of it, that always gives me, I always find that really amazing and everything, you know? He has actually got like all these rivets all over here and everything, which makes it kind of hard to actually get these G1 symbols on him and everything. Again, I may have to come back and toy hacks the hell out of this guy and everything like that, because he actually does have like a couple of like stickers that look like they've actually kind of like had their run and everything, you know? But like, again, he's kind of like new to me and everything, since I actually just opened him up and everything. I do have weaker arms going on in here and everything, so I might have to like find some way to fix that and everything like that. His arms are actually like a lot thinner going right over here. I cannot wait to see everybody's review on the more articulated version of this guy and everything like that, because I've actually seen that he was able to hide his hands on the inside of this piece right over here, and that's great. I cannot wait to see exactly what you guys are actually thinking there. I haven't made up my mind to get him or anything like that yet or anything, you know, but as far as his trunks are actually concerned and everything like that, this is basically all you're actually getting and everything like that, you know. You actually have these stumps right over here for legs and everything. You actually have this detail of famous Optimus Prime detail with his oil canisters right over here, his feet that actually turn into the rear lights. So very cool all around. A lot of plain stuff going in the back here and everything like that, but as plain as Optimus is in the back and everything, he is filled with so much heart. My Optimus also came with the rub stickers, so you actually rub right on the top right over here to discover what his faction actually is. And that was always like a fun playing part, like a fun playing point on all of these figures. Really cool. And you have to give it up for ages 3 and up for what they did to spruce this Optimus Prime up here. That is great smoke stacking. I really have to tip my hat to you guys and everything, because I would not be happy with this guy actually having small smokestacks all together and everything. So as far as a G1 Prime, or as far as creating a G1 Prime, as much as I really thought that I should actually have a G1 Prime in my Prime Shrine, this answers all my issues, so thank you for that. And as far as the wheels are actually concerned, we have Desert Dog formula wheels here, so really cool. They are pinned in, so they're going to be able to roll really nicely on any surface. And now, let us go in and check out the actual trailer. The trailer is pretty much exactly what you'd expect out of an Optimus Prime toy right now and everything, except it was actually made kind of like so much better back in the 80s and everything. We actually have like, let's see, back in 84, what they actually gave us in Diaclone, which is pretty much what this Prime is actually from. What they actually gave us in Diaclone was this thing. You could actually like stand the trailer up right over here, and then you can open it up right here. You can put all the Autobots in here. If you actually replace Roller, you could actually put Bumblebee in there. He can roll out, and that's actually always really cool. But when you open it up, we have the full array of everything here. This is actually so nice. Back then, they used to have like these little figures called Diaclone figures that you could put the pilots right on the inside and then enclose it right there, and that was always great play and everything. I kind of miss that play feature in here and everything. We have a better opening and closing clamp hand right here and everything. That's so great. We have these missiles over here. I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Oh, awesome. Look at that. Firing mechanisms right on this thing, and that's great. I'm kind of surprised that they actually kept this in here. So there we go. It comes with 4 missiles, and blam, pow! Look at that. That is so great. On the inside, we have all of this detail right over here and everything, and this was all placed in by stickers. So there we go. And these are all foil stickers that were actually placed here and everything. It took a little while to put it in here, but nothing that is actually so cryptic that you're actually going to lose your mind or anything like that, you know? Just really simple placement. Very cool. We have control sensors right over here. We have a gas canister right over here and roller. And this one, I'm trying to find this. There's a spring mechanism that should be right back here where you could actually just like hit this button and roller is actually supposed to spring off into action. This one sadly does not work or anything like that, so sad to say about that. But we still have roller over here, and I always imagined him being blue for some reason. This guy is super silver and everything. He is just really, really cool. There are a couple of stickers that actually goes right over here. It's pretty hollow all over and everything like that, but like, you know, back then it was what we had and we liked it, you know, like this is great. And you could actually even fit 4 Dieclone figures right on the inside. So that was actually great and amazing playability. We have to attach the wheels, but even with it being clipped in, we actually have great rollability here. Just really nice. They did a lot of great things back in the 80s and everything. You actually have to admit that these figures, these toys were actually so cool. And again, if we actually had the right mechanism going here, this would actually shoot out and roller would actually come rolling out of here and everything, ready to save the day, ready to bring Prime his blaster wherever he actually is. So that's great. I think that this is a super set. And because I am just doing a short video just to just celebrate the 40th anniversary of Transformers here, we're actually just going to give you G-1 Optimus Prime with Earthrise Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal, Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, and Leo Convoy. And to round everything up, Armada Optimus Prime right over here for the win. So there we go. Optimus Prime is always just such a great character in any single incarnation. I love him, you love him. He is just always the best. I'm actually going to give you final thoughts in just a moment. I think it takes a very special kind of collector to go off and collect G1. You know, like these guys are actually the standard, the innovators of what Transformers actually are now. Am I actually going to go back into collecting all G1? I can't. I really love all the articulation and on all the plastic goodness that we actually have with the newer style of Transformers now. The innovative ways they actually transform. Everything about them are actually so good. But this guy takes me back to an age where these guys actually just like blew our minds and everything. Made me say, oh my God, that things can never get better, you know? This guy is actually pretty awesome. If you do have a chance of getting a G1 Optimus Prime into your collection, should you? I think you should. It's only because he's actually just like one of the characters that actually kind of like really, it's just inspirational just having him. You know what I mean? He reminds me of everything good that was actually happening back then. The brickish nature, everything about this, the robust plastic, the die-cast metal that's actually on here and everything, you know, in the feet and in the chest. It's a very cool piece to actually have, you know. It's a retro piece, and I love it. Thanks for joining me once again for yet another amazing trip through Nerddom. I couldn't actually ask for a better crowd to join me, and I love it. Thank you for taking the voyage, and as always, I really hope that you all have a better day than mine. And the mental health check. Make sure that you're treating yourselves as amazingly as you actually should. Make sure you treat yourself with love, respect, devotion, kindness, and make sure that you bring that to everyone out there, and then send that through the whole entire microcosm of the universe and send it back over to HQ, because I could always use it. And as always, always remember, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I definitely look forward to talking to each and every one of you soon.